The classic window system from Shearline has been designed to be as easy to fabricate as possible. Our patented corner jointing method does away with the need for crimping and specialised machinery, drastically reducing waste whilst also speeding up manufacturing. Once profiles are cut and any CNCing for locks has taken place, Shearline windows can be manufactured on a single workbench with minimal training. What's more, you can fine-tune each corner to ensure a perfect finish. This short video is going to walk you through the fabrication of a standard 1200 square window with a fixed pane and 2 openers. Following the worksheet, cut all profiles to size and deburr if necessary. Next, complete any lock or milling prep that's required. Once these stages are done, carefully check for any damage or marks. Now the complete set of window profiles can be transferred to a single workbench for assembly and glazing. First, you need to prep for each corner by drilling holes for the corner cleats in all relevant profiles. Using the relevant jig positioned to the end of the profile, use a 5.5mm bit to drill through the profile. Mark for transom position and drill using the appropriate jig. Push fit corner cleats and chevrons into the first length of the outer frame. Now fix using the dual driver. Fit the second length of profile onto the first cleats, using the dual driver to bring the corner close, but not tightening all the way. Apply a bead of silicone onto the mating surfaces of the corner. This is purely to stop water ingress, so no expensive aluminium adhesive is required. Using a hand T25 Torx driver, now bring the corner together, adjusting as required to ensure a good finish. When fitting the transom, apply silicone where the profiles meet. Now screw the transom into place, ensuring a tight fit. Repeat the process until you have a complete frame. Using the worksheet as reference, fit all the mouldings, hinges, hinge protectors, run-up ramps and corner hinge locators to the frame. Start by fitting the corner hinge locators into place, then use the hinge to correctly position the run-up ramps. Now you can fit the hinge side hinge protector. Next, fit the gasket to the frame. Sashes are assembled in the same way until you come to the last piece. Once the sash has 3 jointed sides forming a U shape, add glazing packers into the corners and on the flat edges of any long pieces, with a maximum of 600mm between packers inside the glazing area. These glazing packers will support the glaze unit while you complete the gasketed sash. Slide the glass into the sash, ensuring it sits roughly central in the glazing area. Slide a glazing packer into each of the open corners halfway and bend inwards to form a 90-degree angle. Remember to fit a glazing platform to the centre of the final piece of profile in the glazing area. Again with a maximum of 600mm between packers. Put all corner cleats and chevrons into the final piece of profile and pull them into the corners with the dual drive. Slide the final piece on top of the sash and pull the corners together using the dual drive. It's important to evenly work on both sides in order to prevent the corner cleat moulding stretching. Finally, fine-tune the corners with a hand driver. You can now fit all the mouldings to the sash, starting with the sash corner mouldings. Split a length of dual glazing wedge to the specified length as denoted on the worksheet. Fit the wedge between the glass and the profile, ensuring a smooth, even finish with the wedge. You'll need to do this to both sides of the glass. If you're struggling to fit the glazing wedge, try using a squirt of glass cleaner to act as a lubricant. Next, cut a length of gasket as denoted by the cutting list. Fit the gasket in the gasket groove on the rebate of the sash. Now fit the lock into the holes in the sash. Before fixing this, fit a handle to the lock and fasten through the sash in order to keep it positioned centrally. Now fix the lock to the sash by screwing through the holes in the lock strip. With the hinge closed on the frame, take a measurement from the inside edge of the frame to the centre of the slotted fixing holes. Add 7mm to these measurements and mark the sash, measuring from the external edge of the rebate on the hinge side to the left and right hand side of the sash. Now remove the hinge from the frame and attach it to the sash using the marked points. Rehang the sash back into the frame by locating the hinge back into the hinge locator in the corner of the frame and the run-up ramp. Fix the screws back into the frame through the slotted fixing holes. And close the sash into the frame, making sure that all the miters line through on the corners. Adjust as required using the slotted holes, and finally, once correct, fix the screws through the single locking hole on the hinge and into the sash. Once the sash is correctly located in the frame, mark the centres for the lock mushrooms on the frame. Align the centre of the keeps with the pre-marked holes for the centres of the mushrooms on the frame and fix to the frame. Now close the window and check the action of the handle and the compression of the gasket. You are looking for ease of locking and no movement in the sash once locked. If the handle does not fully close, extend the mushrooms using the turn screw by 90 degrees and repeat until it's correct. Finally, close the window and check the action of the handle once again, adjusting until correct. And there you have it, a complete Shearline Classic window fabricated and glazed on one workbench. It's simple, it's quick, and it dramatically cuts down on wastage while ensuring repeatable quality and beautiful, hassle-free corners on every single window made.